This altar opens a window to heaven. When you enter Vienna's St. Charles' Church through the main portal, your gaze is immediately drawn to the radiant symbol of the Holy Trinity, the triangle above the high altar. Light from all sides makes it the undisputed centerpiece of this imposing church's entire composition. It seems detached and to transcend the surrounding architecture, creating the impression of a glimpse into another dimension. A few steps further on, the more than 70-meter high dome draws the eye upwards to the sky, opening up through Johann Michael Rothmayer's dome fresco. There, the patron saint of the church, Charles Borromeo, is depicted already in heaven, asking God for an end to the plague. This unique church was built between 1716 and 1737 by architects Johann Bernhard Fischer von Erlach and his son Joseph Emanuel as a result of a vow made by Emperor Charles VI during the last great plague epidemic in 1713. Continuing on, you will see St. Charles Borromeo again at the high altar, this time being taken up into heaven. The chancel forms, in a sense, a church within a church, a sacrosanct area reserved for God, the emperor and, of course, the clergy. This is emphasized by the lighting. In the area not directly illuminated, which is immediately adjacent to the main room under the dome, the boxes of the empress and the emperor, the so-called imperial oratories, are located on the left and right. This is followed by the area of God, which becomes increasingly flooded with light towards the top. Under its own dome is the marble mensa of the high altar with adoring angels by Lorenzo Mattielli. The design of the sculptural scenery above, which bursts out of the surrounding architecture, is by Ferdinand Brockhoff, based on the architect's concept. Johann Bernhard Fischer von Erlach received his training in Rome, among other places, in the circle of the famous Gian Lorenzo Bernini, who created, among other things, the Cathedra Petri altar in St. Peter's Basilica and the altar of the Ecstasy of St. Teresa in the Church of Santa Maria della Vittoria. This influence is unmistakable, whether in the high altar of Fischer's Collegiate Church in Salzburg or here in his main sacred work, St. Charles' Church in Vienna.